marketing for real estate leads. So real estate lead automation through YouTube marketing. You've probably heard about YouTube for the last, I would say, last several years. A lot of that has been on this channel where I've been talking about YouTube for a while, ever since I got on and started seeing the actual impact that it's done for my business in every sense of the word. So I've just been screaming it from the rooftops, but now it just seems a lot more people are starting to adopt it, which is fantastic. Does not matter what industry you're in, whether you're in real estate, whether you're in healthcare, whether you're in the financial services, what have you, YouTube is the answer. So period, point blank. But today we're talking about the real estate aspects, so the real estate industry specifically, on how to actually get real estate leads through YouTube marketing. So we're going to cover that in depth. And this is one of those times where I'm super excited, super passionate that I actually have a presentation for you. So this is not going to be just off the cuff. This is something that is going to be systematically. I'm going to show you what YouTube can do for your business as you're coming in, since we're live streaming on a different time than normal. If you wouldn't mind hitting that like button and listening from, it's going to help send the notifications out into the outer world. So it's going to really help out. Please, please, please do the best that you can and help and promote, because I'm doing this for you. So I really appreciate you. All right, so with that being said, let's get going. But as you come in again, in addition to the like and commenting, if you have any questions, please feel free to drop it in the comment section. I'll make sure to address it. All right, so YouTube marketing, real estate leads on autopilot. Let's go. What's our fundamental goals today? So what are we looking to accomplish? Well, one, we're going to understand why real estate agents should be on YouTube, how to actually start on YouTube, super important, and then how to scale and actually get leads through YouTube. Because what's going to happen is you may get motivated after this video, or you may be motivated right now thinking, I'm going to get started with YouTube. I'm going to get started with YouTube. I'm going to get started with YouTube. And guess what? You actually do. Fantastic. Great. But what's going to happen is once you make that first video, maybe a few people are going to watch, but then there's that friction on, oh man, now I have to do this again because nobody called. I was expecting somebody to at least acknowledge that my presence on YouTube here is, acknowledge my presence on YouTube, but then it becomes problematic when nobody comments or reaches out to you, which at the end of the day, unless you absolutely love YouTube or absolutely love video making and editing, this is probably not your passion. You're using YouTube as a way to generate business. So it becomes problematic when you start making all of these videos and you're not acquiring the leads. Nobody's reaching out to you. So I'm going to share with you how to actually do that in a great way, in a way that's actually effective and scalable. All right, so why YouTube? We're going to spend a couple of seconds here. So there's over 2 billion monthly users on YouTube. That's powerful. Put it in the context, Instagram has 1 billion. It's a one and done model. As soon as you get through with your video and you upload it, it's done. It's there forever. So take this live stream as an example. I'm doing this live, so there's not even going to be some editing to this particular video. But once I upload it onto YouTube, which is going to automatically show and live here forever, a week from now, people are still going to watch this. A month from now, people are still going to watch this. So comment down below, when are you watching this? If it's live, just hit live. If it's a month later, a year later, what have you, comment down below so we can see that impact of this one and done model. Number 3, it's free. It doesn't matter how much content you upload, whether it's one video a day or one video a year, it's absolutely free. Video content is consumed at 80% rate, meaning that of the content that's online, 80% of it is being consumed in video format. So video is here to stay. Whether you feel comfortable in front of the camera or not, doesn't matter. It is here. So I'm going to invite you to go ahead and adopt this marketing strategy of video marketing through YouTube, because it's not going away anytime soon. Most importantly, it works. YouTube marketing absolutely works, and I'm going to show you how to get it to work for you, because until you see it for yourself, it may be a little bit harder to believe me, if you will. All right, so before we actually get started on what to record and start addressing those questions, we need to understand, well, what equipment do we need? Your phone, regardless of what it is, whether it's Android or the iPhone, what have you, your phone's all you need. Most of your phones are going to have the capacity, the amazing camera, the amazing features needed to record a video. You do not need to go spend necessary. That is overkill. So That's a mistake that a lot of us make. We get so excited about doing this, but then we go out and purchase something that is way beyond our skill level, and we just put it aside because it's just too difficult to figure out this settings. It's too difficult to figure out this lens issue, and things of that nature. So we really want to make sure that we just start with the basics, and what you need is your phone. That's it. But as you start going, as you start developing your skill set, as you start making more videos and understand the components of video making, which essentially is video marketing, then we can start leveling up. So you're going to start with your phone. Your next investment is going to be in your audio. So I have a Shure mic right here, and I did not start with this microphone. This is I think it's like $300, $400 microphone. I would not start with this microphone because it's quite expensive. I started off with my phone, and then I had those earpieces that we all know that the iPhone has, but then I upgraded to a lavalier mic, a lapel mic that just clipped on, and I recorded. And then my next upgrade, I wish I had it around here, was a Yeti microphone, which was about $100. I just placed it on my desk, which is a desk mic, and I just spoke. I made hundreds of videos with that Yeti mic. Then I upgraded to this Shure mic. Well, actually, no. I upgraded to this Rode mic, so as you can see how, I mean, this too is a couple $100, and you can see I don't use it. So if anybody wants to buy it, just let me know. But yeah, so the audio, that's your next upgrade. That's where you invest some additional capital to enhance your audio. People can forgive you for a fuzzy image, but they're not going to forgive you for echoey backgrounds, for staticky backgrounds, for something that they cannot audibly hear. So that's your next upgrade. Your next upgrade is going to be in your lighting. So whenever you make your first video, remember, you can use your phone, and I highly encourage you to do that. And getting lighting is so simple. You're going to sit in front of the window. You're going to get that natural light, which is going to really look incredibly well. There's no real replacement for natural light, and you're off and running. Again, you don't necessarily have to spend anything on audio. You don't have to spend anything on lighting in that sense. But when you are looking to upgrade, when you are looking to level up, that's when you're looking at getting some additional lighting. So I have some lighting back here, lighting side to side, have lighting back there, but it didn't start this way. And the reason I have this lighting is because it's more controllable now. It doesn't matter if I'm doing this at 12 a.m. or 12 p.m. It does not matter. I'm able to replicate this set at any point in time. So that is why lighting is so important. It's that consistent feel for your viewers. And then video. So the video is the last upgrade. So the video is getting that better camera, if you will. So actually getting a camera. It's getting that webcam, if it happens to have the right settings or look incredibly better than what you already have, which is going to be hard to do. But notice that this is a progression. So again, you start off with your phone, then you upgrade your audio, then you upgrade your lighting, and you upgrade your video. I have a good amount of money invested in this studio, from the monitors, from the webcam over here, from the camera right here, from the camera right there, from the lens right there, from this focus right, this the ATEM Mini, this everything, right? So you do not need to start here. And truth be told, it's actually not that the studio is really not that expensive in the grand scheme of things, but it is an investment. Just understand you don't have to start here. So that's a little bit about the upgrades, but let's get going. That just gives you a sense of where you can start, because don't want you to feel that you have to have the world, you have to purchase a world in order to get started. What's more important for you to understand is what type of content you're going to make, because that's essentially why you're making the videos. So you're making videos, period. You have to figure out what you're going to make the videos about to ultimately get you buyers and sellers. So as a reminder, this is real estate marketing. This is how to get real estate leads for you real estate agents through YouTube. So YouTube marketing is very powerful. It's a very important platform that really needs to be part of your marketing strategy here going forward. So it's important to understand your content. So let's look at the different audiences that you can speak to, or different types of content that you can make. So we'll start from left to right, your proven audience. The proven audience is An audience that is there that was proven either by you or by another creator. So let's just get into something very tactical. Once you go to your competitors, or let me rephrase that, when you go to your competitors that are either making content locally or making content nationally, you can go specifically to their channel and see which videos actually have the most views. So that is a way for you to see, okay, this is the audience, this resonated with the audience. So people are interested in mortgages. People are interested in what the option period is. People are interested in this particular neighborhood. Somebody else has proven that audience for you. Now, again, you can prove it yourself as you start making videos, but this, what I'm sharing here is having an audience that's proven. So it doesn't necessarily have to be you. It can be your competitors, but you see that, hey, there's an audience here. People are looking for this type of content because somebody else has proven that. Somebody else has proven that they're willing to sit for a 10-minute explanation on the home buying process or the home selling process or or how probate works, what have you. And the reason that is proven is because people are actually watching it. That's the best proof. You have somebody else has done it before. So that's a great way for you to look at the content to make based off of somebody else proving it for you. So Byron, hello from Katie. Hello Byron, appreciate you. Now that's the first type of content to look at. Now the second type is the analytical audience. There are a lot of tools that you can use to see what people are searching for, what keywords people are typing into Google, people are typing into YouTube, so you get that data, so you have a general sense of, hey, what people are actually searching for. Now, giving you some tools, Keywords Everywhere. That is, it used to be free, but now there's a paid subscription, which is very inexpensive to purchase. I highly encourage you to check that out. But Keywords Everywhere, it compiles a lot of data and compiles a lot of the keywords so you can see what people are searching for. So that's one tool. TubeBuddy is a YouTube extension, or it's actually a Chrome extension, which taps into your YouTube channel, and it gives you some numbers as well. So what people are actually searching for, and it gives you a good start on your, one second. I'm a marketer, but this video is very helpful to me. Thank you for sharing, taking notes. Ruth, I appreciate you. Appreciate you, Ruth. Terry, how's it going, Terry? Terry is awesome. Thank you so much. Ruth from Nigeria. Hey, there we go. So that's the power of YouTube, right? So I'm here in Texas and we have someone from Nigeria. Thank you so much, Ruth. So from the analytical audience, so again, we're on this second, from the second audience right here. It's that audience that analytically is telling us people are searching for this information. People want to know how to buy a house in Texas. People want to know how to save from paying property taxes. That's what this analytical audience is telling us. As far as trending audience is more of an audience that's created because of momentum, something that starts trending. So presently, at this time of this recording, lumber prices have skyrocketed. We understand that. Inflation is a real concern when it comes to the housing market. The housing market continues to climb. So there's the speculation of a housing burst, if you will. So this is this trending audience of things that are gaining momentum, topics that are gaining momentum. So this isn't necessarily something that you're going to be able to analytically prove, because there's really no statistical evidence at the moment, and there's really not a proven audience because nobody's made a video about that. So as far as something that's trending, such as an example, when Zillow became a brokerage, that was trending for real estate agents. That's important. When Open Door started purchasing homes, or Open Door came into existence, people started asking, should I sell my house to Open Door or should I use a real estate agent? So these are audiences that start trending, that have momentum because of the external environment that happens to be real estate. So it's an opportunity for you to get ahead of that audience and place that video that's going to help them. So that's a great way to start gaining momentum, gaining an audience, because people are all of a sudden, they're going to start searching for that particular topic you're covering. Awesome. So let's see, what do we have here? Byron, I have a Matterport and a drone. Also, I'm a realtor, but all my videos on YouTube are of my Matterport scans. My side business is real estate photos, but I hope to get seller and buyer clients also. Yeah, so you have the important part, which is that digital asset, which is that video. As it looks like you're doing the Matterport, the video tours. So when you're labeling those videos, just as a pro tip there is, don't necessarily label them based off of the address, because no one's going to search for a specific address. Make the titles a bit more searchable. Make the titles, if you're doing them in Athens, Georgia, as an example, then put Athens, Georgia, beautiful home, or something to that effect. That was probably a terrible title because I just came up with it, but you're not, what I'm trying to get at is you're not putting that specific address. You're putting something in the title that people are actually going to search for. What does $300,000 buy you in Athens, Georgia? Generating more traffic for those videos that you're already making, Byron. Hopefully that helps. And then the intuition audience. This is one that I came up with relatively, no, I would say about over a year ago now. The intuition audience is one that you think that people are actually going to like. You think that there's an actual, hey, I like this concept of a video. I think people actually want to look for it, or would it be entertained by this type of content, but there's no proven audience because no other creator has created it yet. There's no analytical audience because I cannot prove to you that people are actually, it's so new. And there's no trending audience because it's not in the national spotlight. It's not in the neighborhood spotlight. So this is just more from intuition. This is that creativity coming through you where I feel that this is going to work and I just need to act on it. So it's that different type of audience that's more of that gut feeling that will bring it to life. All right, Katie. Oh, that's right. I forgot that you were from Katie. And you just said it. Sorry, Byron. 4-bedroom in Katy. Okay. What would 300 buy you in Katy, Texas? That's a great title. So that's something that if you type in, if you type in like 200K in Texas, if my video is not the top one, it should be the top 3 of a video that I made. I just got out of my car and I just started recording a new build community in right outside of Fort Worth, and it ranked highly. It's got like 20,000 views right now, so it certainly works. But this is more about understanding your content. Again, it does us no good if we're making content that nobody's gonna watch. It does us no good because if nobody's watching it, nobody's gonna know that you exist, and no one's gonna give you their contact information, so you're not getting leads. All right, so let's talk about the YouTube flow. How do we actually make videos? Regardless if you make 1 video at a time, 10 videos at a time, regardless of who you speak to, which creator out there is even trying to teach you this, this is the absolute flow that every single creator goes through. There's no exception. This is the way to make a video. So the YouTube flow, what I subscribe to is the concept of batching. So making multiple videos at once. So I separate the entire process, the entire workflow of making a video, and this is what you see today. So if you remember the acronym BOSRED, BOSRED, so BOSRED, BOSRED, stands for brainstorm, optimize, script, record, edit, and distribute. And when we're talking about brainstorming, so again, we're talking about taking every single stage independently and working on 3 videos at a time, 5 videos at a time, 10 videos at a time. So for our example, just so you see the workflow of how we're going through this, we're gonna say we're trying to take 3 videos through the entire cycle. So brainstorming, we're gonna brainstorm. So this is something that you can do in one sitting. It won't take you that long. Or as ideas start flowing, you start brainstorming on what videos will my home buyers want? Would my home sellers want? Would my investors want? Would X, Y, and Z want? So you're thinking about your audience. So it kind of goes back to understanding your content. A proven audience, analytical audience, trending audience, intuition audience. But here you're brainstorming. Should I make a video about home buying in Seattle? Should I make a video of why you shouldn't leave California? Should I make a video of why you should move to Texas? That's brainstorming. That's you coming up with ideas that home buyers or home sellers are looking for or would look for. So that's how you start brainstorming. So once you go through brainstorming, again, it's just getting ideas together. You don't have to flush them out. It's just that stage. So let's just say you got 10 ideas brainstormed. Well, now you're going to move them over to the optimize stage. At the optimize stage, that's when we start refining. Okay, did this idea that I had a couple of minutes ago make sense, or 2 days ago, did it make sense? You know what? I don't think people are going to be interested in that. I don't think there's enough people searching for that. I don't think this is going to serve my audience. So you start optimizing and really filtering out your ideas and flushing them out. Once the ideas start and make that cutoff of, yeah, I think somebody is going to want to watch this video or this type of video that I can make, that's when you start optimizing the title. That's when you start crafting the title and working on your thumbnail. So the thumbnail is that image that you see right before you clicked on this video, and as I hit the microphone, that's the thumbnail. That is an absolute must. You must have a custom thumbnail if you're gonna grow on YouTube. So don't let the auto-generated thumbnails happen, because you're just not gonna see much growth. You need a custom thumbnail. So in the optimize phase, you're cutting down all those brainstorm ideas to something that's workable. You're working on that title, and you're working on your thumbnail. So again, those are the 3 things that you're doing in order to come out with 3 videos. So again, I just said 10 was the example on brainstorming. Let's just say you brainstorm 10 ideas. You cut it down to 3 videos that you're going to make. Then you move those 3 videos to that next phase, which is scripting. Here you can script everything out word by word. You can start researching if it requires a level of research. You can start pulling in some images, pulling in some B-roll, something that you pay for. But the most important here is you start structuring how your video is going to go. And you can write everything out if you want, whether that's in written form, whether that's in an Excel sheet, or you can use a project management tool like Trello, which is the one that I use. You can use Asana, you can use Basecamp, you can use anything. But here's when we're talking about scripting, you can script everything out word by word, or you can do bullet points. That's actually what I do. So I am making a YouTube video every single day, so I don't have the time to script everything out. That just would not be effective use of my time. That's why I just do bullet points on what I want to cover. So whenever I record, which is our next step, I'm able to do this a lot quicker. So again, we're going to script all 3 videos, and then we're going to record all 3 videos in one setting or in one sitting, because at that point our camera is on, our lighting is set up, our audio has been tested. So we're ready to go, and we're in that mode. We're in that recording mode. We're being recorded. So it gives you the opportunity of, in one sitting, knock 3 videos out. That way you don't have to do the entire workflow over and over again on individual videos. Every single creator that's growing right now is doing this similar structure. So when you record, it's very simple. If you're doing a talking head video like me, then you just leave this camera on and record whatever it is that you're talking about. If you have a script, you can use a teleprompter, so you can have a teleprompter right there as you're reading, you're being recorded. Or if you want to do bullet points like I do, then you can have your notes on a notepad, or your notes on a note-taking device, or on Trello, wherever you happen to do your videos from. You can look over here, see what you need to cover, look at the camera, attempt to make the recording. So, hey guys, today we're going to talk about how to buy a house in Texas for little to no money down. As you can see there, I screwed up. So I would go back. All right. Hey guys, today we're going to talk about how to buy a house in Texas with little to no money down. Perfect. There we go. So now we're going to go to the next point. And the first thing that you need to understand is, and then you keep going, right? So that's the recording phase. So again, we're recording all 3 in one setting. Then we're going to move those 3 videos again to that next stage, which is editing. So remember, we're going through the acronym BOSRED, BOSRED, brainstorm, optimize, script, record, edit, and distribute. So until you're able to say it as quickly as I just did there, you haven't really captured the concept. So I really want you to dig in and learn this. And then in your editing phase, again, ideally doing it in one sitting or in chunks of time, so you can get all 3 videos done relatively quickly. So editing is you can use a free software that's given to you by all of the computer manufacturers, or you can purchase ones out there. So I use Final Cut Pro, and then because I have a Mac, but if you have a PC, you can use Premiere. Anything is going to work as long as you know how to use it. Or you can hire somebody to do your editing. This is where most people start working with virtual assistants or start working with somebody else as part of the team, because as real estate agents, you may not have the editing skills necessary. I did not have the editing skills necessary. I used to make my videos in one sitting because I refused to edit or learn how to edit. And as you can tell, my videos were probably terrible. So that's why I ended up hiring an editor that did all of my editing, which helped out a ton. All right, so then distribute means uploading it to YouTube and then optimizing it there. So uploading it to YouTube or uploading it to Facebook or uploading it to LinkedIn. But since we're talking about YouTube, putting in the keywords necessary, putting in the tags, putting in the hyperlinks to, if you're referencing other videos in your particular video, that's where you go through and you upload and optimize from there. But how you actually get leads. So we just talked about the YouTube flow. So this is how to make a video, and this is how you make a video and upload it to YouTube. So this is, again, if you need some time, you can just write this down. That way you have it in front of you. But what's most important here is how you actually get leads, because remember at the beginning, you may be excited, you may be super pumped to get started with YouTube, but if nobody's reaching out to you, then this isn't meant to be a hobby. This is meant to help you in your business. Unless you absolutely love video marketing or video making, this isn't going to be all that enjoyable unless you start seeing some results. And this is how you actually get results. Number one, in your videos, you need to make an offer. You need to have a reason for people to reach out to you. Number two, you need to have a lead capture. So lead capture means you're going to notice some links at the bottom of this video. Many of those lead to a landing page where I'm offering you something of value. I'm making an offer to you where you have the option of clicking on it and accepting that offer. So if you're offering a seller cheat sheet to your audience, or offering a seller net sheet calculator to your audience, they are going to click on that offer that you're making them in that description, and then they're going to go to a landing page and they have the option of giving you their contact information in exchange for your offer. So in your video, you're going to make an offer. It doesn't need to be a hard sell or anything of that nature. It can be a very soft entry point. Hey guys, check out my seller net sheet calculator. It's linked down in the description, and boom, you go off to your next point. So making an offer in the video is a way to pull people off of that screen and into your CRM. And that's what we're talking about. Lead capture is just a mechanism of allowing you to do that. But if you don't want to do a lead capture, so squeeze pages, sales funnels, whatever you want to call them, if you don't want to do any of that, then you can just ask people to email you. So we're looking for a non-threatening way for people to reach out to you and start a conversation. Most people will not call you directly because they're not ready for that real estate conversation. They're just researching, or two, they're just not convinced at that moment. Allowing people to email you is another alternative. So either do the lead capture or do the email, but most importantly, have an offer. That's what's going to get people from being viewers of yours to actual people in your CRM. That's how you start getting leads. I don't want you to get frustrated by making all of these videos, hundreds of videos, and nobody ever reaches out to you. I was in that boat. But until I understood this concept, it just didn't click. I was making video after video, and sure, people would find me on other places and would go through the trouble actually reaching out to me, but it was rare and few far in between. But once I applied this in my business, it absolutely exploded. All right, so is this making sense? Let me know in the comment section if this is making sense. Also, a like is going to go a long way. It's going to send out some notifications. I see a few more folks joined us, so I appreciate you coming out and hanging out. Really appreciate you spending some time here. So again, we're talking about video marketing, YouTube marketing for real estate leads, what's actually working in your business, or what can actually work in your business. So what's more important above everything else that we just talked about is implementation. All the information that you got is awesome, or I think is awesome. But if it's just information that goes into a vacuum, then it's not going to impact your business, and it's not going to help you or I. I want you to implement as quickly as possible. So implementing today, the entire thing that we just talked about, I want to give you some ideas for videos that you can make immediately to start making that video, to start building that muscle of video making. So an introduction video, a video about who you are, what you do, and where you do it. So Jaime Resendiz, Realtor, Dallas, Fort Worth. Who you are, what you do, and where you do it. So just remember that. Very simple. Birthday video. A birthday video is one that I've been using for a while, where if you're a friend on me on Facebook, then you probably got a birthday video from me that I recorded once, and I didn't use anybody's name. So I have my virtual assistant will actually send you a birthday video on your birthday, which I recorded several months prior. So a birthday video is just a great way to start having conversations with people in a more one-on-one way. Thanks for connecting video. So thanks for connecting video is after your open houses or after you speak with a lead. So video, again, video is being consumed at 80%. So meaning that of the content that's out there, 80% of it is video. So you want to use video as much as possible, even above audio, even above texting. You want to use as much video as possible. So the thanks for connecting video, that's one that you send out to all of the people that attended your open house. That's one that you send out after you have a phone conversation with the lead that you generated online. So the thanks for connecting video is just another way of communicating and standing out from the pack. Moving to Dallas, Texas. Best neighborhoods in Dallas, Texas. Pros and cons of Dallas, Texas. Cost of living in Dallas, Texas. So these are videos that perform incredibly well on YouTube, which will allow you to start generating leads. So let me backtrack for a quick second. An introduction video, you can make that one and post it on your primary YouTube page. So on your homepage for YouTube. Birthday video, that's an internal video. Thanks for connecting video, that's an internal video. That's just something that you're going to have. That's going to be something that you have internally. You're not going to send those out to the masses. You can send those out strategically to the people that actually either have a birthday or are that you connected with. These 4 videos down here, these are the front-facing videos. These are videos that you make for your YouTube channel. So these are the ones that you're going to make out so people can see in the public setting, but not ones that are unlisted or anything like that. So again, we're talking about implementation. We're talking about YouTube marketing for real estate leads. At the end of the day, YouTube, I believe, is the most powerful marketing platform today. That's why I'm investing so much time. But if there's any questions down the road, please don't hesitate to reach out. I want to be